how can I describe Max? I found that I really struggle when I'm trying to explain Max, and that's really because his character was so unique. I remember being a kid and growing up with Max, and he was my older brother, and my sister would say the same. Everyone seemed to know Max, and everyone seemed to love him. He loved Israel. He really did. And Max was this adventurous and fearless person, so when he thought that, you know what, I do love Israel, maybe I'll live here, it was not completely out of his character, just, drop his stuff and go. That's the kind of person he was. He was a passionate person that lived fearlessly, and if he thought something, he could do it. And if he wasn't going to live in Israel permanently, he did at least think it would be an awesome time or an awesome few years to be there. So he left. The first time he came home, he surprised my parents. He just showed up dressed in full uniform, and my mom and dad had no idea he was coming. So he wanted to surprise them. He was super proud of wearing the uniform, and my mom had tears of joy that day. But that's not really my memory. My memory is probably for his second time around when he came back home. He came to my apartment one night, and this is like my last experience with him, when it was just he and I. And he came over, and I realized that Max probably hadn't seen the newest Bob Marley documentary since he went to Israel. And so it didn't really take long to figure out that that's exactly what we would do that night. Just sit down and watch a documentary together. It was such a simple, and you would think it was pretty insignificant experience, but it was actually amazing. I mean, we were just like two brothers hanging out like we used to when we were younger. I'm so glad he came over that night.